seen, teams are leaving conferences left and right, and this conference has been solid for quite some time now. I mean, you get one or two teams in and out, but it's been very solid for a long time.
Can you talk a little bit about just this incredible turnaround that's happened so quickly? I think a lot of people that do follow the program felt when Coach Hazel came in that it was certainly something that was going to happen. I think what stunned everybody is just how quickly it's happened. And I've talked to Spencer and Dre a little bit about this. The reason why I asked you is because I wanted the defensive side of you, if I could, in terms of when did you feel this happening? Like quickly, you know, little by little, you probably felt it. Was there a point where you kind of said, you know what, this team, there's something to this team? And then also, if you could speak to the leadership of Coach Hazel, just what he brought that's kind of different.
It's, you know, the turning point was, you know, probably, you know, after our bye week last year, which is, you know, really when it has been, and it's been more of a, you know, people just, I mean, we got a lot of people, like players on the team that, you know, have a lot of trust and faith in, you know, Coach Hazel and, you know, all of our other coaches, and, you know, obviously we haven't, you know, been that great of a team, and it's just, we have a lot of determined players that want to be great, and, you know, we're going to do anything they can to, you know, be great, and which is probably why we've, you know, had such a quick turnaround, you know, winning 15 of the last 17 and stuff like that. And it's, you know, it's, you know, tip of the hat to Coach Hazel, and, you know, keep grinding on us, and, you know, keeping with that, you know, keeping at us about, you know, being great. It's just, that's why, you know, we had such a quick turnaround. We know how to determine players to, you know, be great and have a turnaround.
Coach, did you expect to be here?
Did I expect to be here? I definitely expected a lot of success, for sure, when we started the season. Just looking around in our locker room, the talent level and the coaching staff, and, you know, we think that we're a pretty good football team coming into the season. You never know what's going to happen throughout the course of the season, but I knew we had a chance to be pretty good.
What's the difference between 5 and 7 and then this?
Well, I think it's a little bit what Luke touched on, the closeness in our locker room, a trust, a belief. And if you look at our guys' eyes, they never get down. They never get rattled. There's a quiet confidence about our football team, and I think that's the difference between 5 and 7 and 11 and 1.
Dree, talk a little bit about, and this may go to some of the same questions. Talk about your health, number one, and then number two, maybe special kicking on this. This is the first year, I think, of maybe 5, 6, 7 years where you haven't had an injury at quarterback, where the same quarterback that started the season finished the season. How big has that been in some of the success? How healthy are you is what I'm asking.
Well, I'm good. You know, I'll be ready to play tomorrow night. But at the beginning of the season, you know, the coaching staff and Coach Hazel, you know, they wanted to minimize my touches as less as possible. So it's like 15 to 20 times a game, you know, to keep me in the back end of the season as of November and now. But I mean, now the last few weeks is giving the ball as many times as you can. But yeah, you know, having a healthy quarterback, that helps our team a lot. You know, when you transition quarterbacks, you know, players start getting down. You know, they start feeling sorry. But when you have one good quarterback like we have to Spencer all season, you know, it helps things out a lot.
How does it feel being on such a big stage like this tomorrow night?
Oh, it feels good. You know, this is why we play the game. You know, we've been working hard all year for this. We're just ready to play tomorrow night.
Let's talk about being healthy and how much that has played into not just you, but the whole team. I think you said you haven't had many injuries other than the secondary all year.
Correct. We had Calvin Teagle we lost in the Army game. We lost Tyshawn Good before the season started, second or third day of practice, but that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely helps, just that consistency factor. For me, personally, being able to lead the team throughout the season and not having to worry about that injury. Like I did my freshman year, I mean, that happened then and definitely hurt, but yeah, it definitely helps some. Just the confidence in the players, I think, stays up, and you don't really have to think about switching quarterbacks or how this guy's going to respond to a different player on the field.
I think when you have a mature team the way we do, you know, some older guys, played a lot of football, you don't have to practice as much. And you can take the pants off halfway through the season, quick whistle practices, keep guys healthy. I think that's helped us a lot down the back end.
Spencer, you and Eric Adeyemi have had a couple big plays over late in the last couple of weeks. Can you just talk about the chemistry you two developed late in the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just the play calling. I mean, he's gotten a lot more confidence over the year, and I don't know, it started probably in that Army game when he had that big touchdown on the corner route. But we do have some chemistry working right now, and hopefully it keeps up tomorrow night.
Coach, I noticed some in USA Today where they had the coaches' salaries and their bonus money. And I think they said something, if you went to a BCS, it would be zero. Did you kind of wish that maybe, you know, you would have kind of thought about that? Or didn't you see this coming?
I should probably renegotiate my contract with our athletic director.
Be careful.
No, we don't worry about that right now.
Did you not think of adding that provision?
No, actually, I didn't, to be honest with you.
You mentioned earlier the stability of the league you think is helpful. How is that? Is it just when you're out recruiting, people know what the MAC is? Or why does it help?
Well, the other leagues, you know, some of them have been revolving doors here the last couple of years, for whatever reason. I'm not saying that's good or bad. It's just the way it's been. And this one has not been, and that's why it's been so solid.
Did you feel that you had a chance to really move up? Because, I mean, if you look at the MAC, I mean, since 2000, every school has been in this championship game except Eastern. I mean, so did you kind of feel like this is a conference where, why not?
That's absolutely one of the reasons why I took this job, was because I thought that the parity in the teams they're all comparable in the league, and if you study this league, anyone has a chance to win it. And you know, you take a look at Miami a couple of years ago, we're at the bottom, then the next year they're at the top, and it's been like that for quite some time, where the talent level's the same, coaching's the same, which is both of them are very good, so you got a chance to win.
A lot of people are saying that you guys are the underdog, 6-7 point underdog. Do you go back and say, well, look, Ball State was ranked number 12 just a few years ago, and Buffalo came in and took care of business, or is that a problem, or is that?
To be perfectly honest with you, I never look at the underdog scores and all that stuff. It's about what we do and our execution, and I know what kind of football team we have, and if we execute, we have a chance to win the football game.
It obviously helps over forced turnovers like that.
Oh, absolutely. And our team has done a good job of getting the ball from other teams.
Dree, I'm just curious, what's Spencer like in the huddle? He seems like such a quiet guy, like right here. What's he like in there?
He's a great leader in the huddle. You know, when guys are fooling around, you know, being too loud, we can't hear the quarterback. You know, he makes everybody calm down, be quiet. He's a great leader on and off the field.
Does he have to keep you guys in line?
Nah, I mean, I'm good. You know, I'm good. Some guys they get out of control a couple times.
Yeah, Dree, I noticed you're a big playmaker with some eye-popping stats, but you're not talked about nationally as much as some other players are. Do you think you lack recognition or respect nationally, and Coach can talk about it too if he wants to?
I mean, that's out of my hands. You know, I try not to feed in too much of that stuff. So,
You know, I think he's one of the most talented players in the country. And perhaps that's unfair for me to say because I hadn't studied everybody, but I don't know if there's too many 4-2 guys that change directions and make people miss in the hole the way he does.
We're about 10 minutes before Kent State needs to get on the field for their 1-hour walkthrough. We want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining us for the press conference today. And certainly everyone is welcome to come out for the 4 o'clock walkthrough as well. We will be in this room with Northern Illinois beginning at 4:15 with Coach Dave Doran, Sean Krogar, and also Jordan Lynch. Okay? Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.